Summer movie season is well underway, but last week's box office results surprised Hollywood, and not in a good way. The long Memorial Day weekend, usually one of the biggest of the year for ticket sales, produced just $190 million in sales, the lowest since 2001. Walt Disney's Tomorrowland, starring George Clooney, had the biggest opening with more than $41.5 million. But even that was disappointing since the film cost more than $180 million to make.
But with numbers like these, the non-blockbusters, those smaller budget films from independent movie makers, may force Hollywood to rethink their big budget releases. There are plenty to choose from this summer, and here with a preview is Erik Davis, managing editor of the movie website Fandango. Erik, good morning.
Good morning to you.
When you look at all of those big budget films that were released last weekend, what do you think they got wrong?
Well, what happened was The Rock didn't star in Tomorrowland. San Andreas already doing well at the box office this weekend, but also, Tomorrowland, not an established franchise, characters that people aren't familiar with, a story people aren't familiar with. And I feel like at the end of May, people are looking for a big blockbuster that they're familiar with, or a comedy. Melissa McCarthy's Spy, phenomenally funny movie, opens up next weekend, was supposed to open up over the Memorial Day weekend. It did not. I feel like if it was beside Tomorrowland, we would have seen a much different outcome.
Well, if you are tired of superheroes or CGI movies, there's some very interesting indie things coming out, one of which is Love and Mercy, which is a movie about Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys.
It is, and what a life Brian Wilson had, from his time with the Beach Boys to his struggles with addiction and with mental illness. What's fascinating about this film is two different actors play Wilson. Paul Dano plays him when he's younger, John Cusack plays him when he's older. It's a dynamic that makes the film really compelling. If you're a Brian Wilson fan or a Beach Boys fan, it's definitely a must-see.
I want to talk to you about the movie that won two of the biggest awards at the Sundance Film Festival, Me and Earl and the Dying Girl.
Yes.
That name scares me. I'm not going to lie.
No, but it's so good, though. I was at the premiere at Sundance, and I love this film. It's a sweet and sentimental coming-of-age movie about friendships, really, about namely one between a boy and a girl at his high school who has cancer. Really, though, it's about movies and why we love movies, how they inspire us, how they transform us. I was a mess at the end of this film, but a good kind of mess. And you walk out of it and you're just feeling a lot of things, and those are the movies that I like, the movies that really make you feel something.
On June 19th, we have Dope, which has been described as an inner-city coming-of-age story.
Yes, I love this film too. It's about three kids who are sort of navigating the complexities of their gang-riddled neighborhood. It's hip, it's fresh, it's sort of like a throwback to movies like House Party or Friday. I like to say that it's got old-school vibes with a new-school sensibility, so come for the Naughty by Nature songs, stay for the nerdy Bitcoin references.
I don't know that we've had a movie about swinging, and that's what this one is about. The Overnight, which is released the same weekend as the other one we just saw.
Yeah, there's definitely some swinging. There's definitely some naughtiness going on. This one is about two families who get together for a harmless dinner. One family wants to welcome another one to the neighborhood, and the movie is kind of about what happens when you stay a little bit too long at someone else's house and a little bit too much wine is had, and things devolve from there. There's a really memorable male nudity scene in this film. I will say no more, but you will not get it out of your mind.
All right, mid-July, we get Woody Allen's latest called The Irrational Man with Joaquin Phoenix and Emma Stone.
Yes, very Woody movie. It's about a philosophy professor who gets into a dangerous relationship with one of his students. I would say it's a comedy drama, so it sort of falls in between Blue Jasmine and Midnight in Paris. I feel like this is Woody's strongest suit. Film is good, got a really great reception at Cannes.
Let's squeeze one more in quickly. Batkid Begins. It's a documentary.
Yes, Batkid. I mean, if you remember the Batkid story about the kid, Make-A-Wish, he wanted to become Batman. They transformed the city of San Francisco so this kid could have this dream. I mean, this is the feel-good movie this summer. You will not believe how good you feel when you walk out of it.
This one would leave me a mess. I already know it.
All right, sounds very promising at the movies. Erik Davis, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, guys.